G'day folks. Well, for today's repair video I'm repairing my Yanmar lawn tractor. It just suddenly started chugging and running very rough with no power recently, and I realised and found out there's no fuel coming out of the #1 injector. This is the main injection pump, tiny little thing, and as you can see that piston is loose. This one here, which is cylinder number 2, is fine. No, sorry, this is cylinder number 1, which is working because the engine's reversed. Cylinder number 2 isn't working. The spring appears to be broken in two. You can see a piece of it there just flopping around and the rest of it's up inside the body. Whereas that one there, if you can press it, you can see the bottom of the coil. So that spring is snapped in two. The rest of the system's alright. I overhauled the fuel system thinking it was starving, because the metal lines running along the chassis have been high-centered and smashed. Like they've high-centered on curbing or something like that and smashed the metal fuel lines. They're all bypassed, new filters, new everything, still chugging along on one cylinder. So pull the lines off, fuel comes out of one pump, nothing out of the other. That's your fuel shut-off or your fuel governor. And yeah, this one here is dead. So I'm going to take that apart and show you just what's horribly wrong with it. Took a little while to figure it out because we took this off a couple of weeks ago and cleaned it all up, not blocked, nothing like that. I figured I'll put it away for a rainy day and service it before I get the well, overgrown lawn problem. So yeah, let's have a look at the tractor itself. And yeah, we do have a live audience. Hello, Ryan. Ryan's from New Hampshire, so yeah.
Hello.
We're just figuring it out ourselves. A little bit of live troubleshooting. That's where the pump goes. The cam looks just fine. You can see down in there. That cam operates the two little lifters, roller lifters. That's all good. The injectors are good, clean. It's just this cylinder here, which is technically, I think, number 2, being the flywheel at this end. The front of the engine this end. So yeah, cylinder number 2 wasn't doing anything. And yeah, these metal lines down here are all smushed. So I bypassed that with some rubber hose for the time being. Clean the tank out, flush the tank out, no algae, no bullshit. That needs to get some air purged out of it. Just general cleanup. But the main issue is it wasn't a fuel supply issue or anything like that. It wasn't air getting into the pump at number 2. The pump itself is actually damaged. Okay, so there's the problem, and until I get a replacement there's pretty much nothing I can do. So I'm going to try and source a replacement for this. Plenty of info on the 3 and 4 cylinder versions, not so much on the 2, but we'll keep searching. It's one very broken spring. It's actually in 3 pieces, not 2. And you can see there's a little retainer like a normal small engine valve. And yeah, it goes in the top. No, that way. The spring feeds on into there with the little piston, and away you go. And that little slot there connects to the fuel shutoff. Quite a simple device, quite robust, but completely useless with busted springs. I'll definitely order 2 because the other one can't be far off. There is evidence of rust pitting on things, being a fairly cold and off the side of the block device. I bet you a lot of moisture congregates here, which you can sort of see in the housing. There's a bit of corrosion. I'd say just a little bit of rust pitting has compromised the strength of the spring steel and has started hairline fractures, and I'd be willing to bet the other one's not far off. So they're going to both get replaced, and then it'll be a happy little injection pump because everything else is clean and working. Thanks for watching.